Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a long time since I posted a video, and a lot of stuff has happened in those last 2 months. I really haven't done much truck content or jet ski content. Obviously it's gotten colder here in Tennessee, so the only thing I've done with the jet skis is winterize them, and as far as the truck goes, I've just been working a lot, so there hasn't been a whole lot of truck content. I have decided that I'm not moving back to Montana at this time. So the overland build that I had planned for the truck is probably going to go a different route. I'm still going to keep the lift kit and the tires and the rims. I might change the tires and rims or tires and wheels at a different time. But I'll probably do more of like a show truck / work truck build. I'm not going to go with like a camper top or any of that, like a rooftop tent or any of that stuff now. Part of the reason I decided not to move back to Montana at this time is I bought an abandoned tiny house on 11.4 acres, just over 11.4 acres, down in middle Tennessee. I'm on top of a hill, I have gorgeous views, and I'm gonna throw in some clips from what I filmed a few days ago here in a little bit, and you probably saw by the thumbnail of this video that it's not finished. So the plan with the tiny house is, or tiny cabin, I really haven't figured out exactly what I want to call it yet. It's only 512 square feet, so it's a hair bigger than a tiny house, but it's definitely not a big, a normal size house, I wouldn't say. It's going to be 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom with a loft, a full-size kitchen and like a living area. Off the front half, I'm going to have the structure is 16 by 32. I'm going to have a 32 by 10 foot front porch. It'll be covered in, or not covered, but it'll have a roof. And then the back, I'm gonna do a 20 by 20 screened in covered porch because the mosquitoes in Tennessee suck. And I want to be able to enjoy as much outdoor time at my house or cabin as possible. As far as the yard goes, or as far as like the landscaping goes, it needs a lot of work. The previous owners lived here for about 2 years in a schoolie, and something else came that was better for them and they moved. So they actually built the 4 walls, the roof, and the subfloor. Which is all that's done to the house. So obviously you have to do the siding, finish the exterior, finish the interior. They framed it for 13 windows. I'm pretty positive it'll end up having 15 windows by the time it's all said and done. Most of the windows are going to be 2 feet tall by 4 feet wide, and they're going to be just skinny windows that don't open. And then we're going to have a couple big ones on the front that'll just let in a bunch of natural light. As for the outside of it, it's going to end up being probably gray hardy board, and then black metal roofs for the front and rear porches. The roof right now is currently a white metal roof, and I would replace it with the black one, which is what I would prefer, but it's a 40-year metal roof and it's already done, and I don't feel like touching it. And as far as the inside goes, I don't like drywall. So it's not going to have much drywall in it. Maybe the bathroom is probably the only spot that's going to have drywall. And it's going to be a full bath. I'm just going to do a shower, obviously a toilet and a sink, and I'm going to do a full-size washer dryer. It's going to be an off-grid house, but I don't want to lose, on-grid luxuries. So there's a few things that'll be different, but for the most part, it'll be a fully functioning cabin, house, whatever. I'm gonna have a full solar system installed down the road. As far as as far as water goes, I have a 10 spring fed creek at the back end of my property. I either want to do something with that, or I want to do a rainwater catchment system. So that's what I plan to do for water. I don't really feel like paying to drill a well when I have water from the sky or water on the property. So that's something I have to figure out how I want to go about. Life Uncontained has a awesome rain catchment system, and I've been watching them for years, and I think that's the route that I'm probably going to go. Their house is a little bit bigger than mine, but I know that I can have what I want based off of their channel, because they have, a bigger house, and they have full appliances and all that stuff based off solar and rainwater. As far as septic goes, I'm going to have a normal septic system installed here in Tennessee. That is the only thing I have to do by code where I live, is have a septic system installed by somebody. But thankfully I work for a company that does that. So it'll be fairly inexpensive for that. If anybody has any suggestions, about the build, that would be greatly appreciated down in the comment section below. I'm building it all myself. I work full time, so it'll be built on the weekends when I have spare time, and it's when I have the money, because as everybody knows, building anything in this day and age, buying anything in this day and age is more expensive than it normally is. So it's just going to be a work in progress. Currently, I have a generator to power up lights and charge my phones when I want to. Or as far as water goes, I just have bottled water and like those big 5-gallon jugs of water. And then as far as using the restroom, I just have a composting toilet currently, or a version of a composting toilet currently. So it's definitely 100% off grid currently. Really roughing it right now, but I'm really looking forward to this build, and there is going to continue to be truck and jet ski content in the future. There's just a lot going on right now, and the house is probably the #1 priority. And I hope you guys stick with the channel. I know I've been bouncing around on what it's going to be and what the name's going to be and all that stuff. But PM Outdoors is the final name of the channel, and that's because it encompasses everything I like to do, which is hunting, fishing, building stuff outdoors, working on vehicles, using the jet skis. You can going four-wheeling and that kind of stuff. But I appreciate everybody sticking around. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I posted anything, and I know the name of the channel has changed. Palm Tree TV held a big place in my heart. There's a backstory to it, which is why I went with Palm Tree TV. But I decided to go a little bit different route with my channel. I'm still gonna do truck stuff, I'm still gonna do jet ski stuff. But I want my channel to be everything about the outdoors I love and everything like that. So we're gonna do, like I said, there's gonna be truck content, jet ski content, probably getting side by side here in the next couple months or so. But one of the big things we're gonna do here in the near future is I just bought an abandoned tiny house on 11 acres in Middle Tennessee. So we're gonna go over the entire build. As it's progressing, it's 512 square feet, so it's a little bit bigger than a tiny house. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, full-size kitchen with just like a small living space. But I'm gonna show you guys the house today, probably just the outside. The inside's kind of cluttered and there's really not much to it. And there's a nice area that's already fenced in for my dog, so he gets to love life a little bit more. But without further ado, here's the house. So here's the house, guys. It's a 32 by 16, 14-foot roof in the front, 10-foot roof in the back. There's one door. The previous owners built it about a year ago or so, and then better opportunities came along and they just stopped. So it has a zip sheathing, on the roof, has a white 40-year metal roof, and then subfloor, and then it's insulated on the floor, but that's the only insulation. I put the steps in on the front here about a week ago because hopping in was super fun. After a day, it got really old. But I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys the inside, because it's kind of a mess, but I'm living in it currently, so nothing's pretty. This is how I stay warm at night. Power up a generator. Got a cot in there, and I got a little electric heater, and it keeps me nice and warm. But I mean, this is the structure. Like I said, it does not have any insulation. It's just bare bones ready for someone to build. Over here is going to be the bedroom. It's 10 feet off the wall, it's full length of 16 feet. Have 8-foot ceilings. I'm going to do a loft up top, and then this area right here will be the living space. And then in that corner back there, we'll have the bathroom, and then the kitchen in that corner. And then eventually, I plan to put a 20 by 20 screened in porch off the back here, so I can enjoy my nice views of my property. I am on top of a hill, so my property all goes down behind me, but it's not super steep. It's got some nice deer on it, definitely some nice turkeys. Got the jet ski sitting out here. That's the plans for the house. On the front, I plan to do probably a 32-foot deck, full length, probably about 10 feet out. So eventually it'll have a nice front porch. There will be 5 2x4 windows across the front, 3 in the center, pretty big windows. We'll have 3 windows on this side, and then another 2 on the other side and then another small one right up here. So the house will have about 15 windows when it's all said and done. It was framed and set up for 13, but I wanted to add a couple more just the way that, you know, I wanted to do my system. So Nash is over there trying to get out of the fence. He seems to like it. But as far as the build goes, it's going to take me some time. It's a work in progress. Like I said, I bought the place about a month ago or so. So I've just been trying to get everything in order with that and trying to get the finances together to figure out how I'm going to afford all this stuff. But that's the plan. I do work full time still, so it's going to be like a weekend. Pretty much work on the weekends on the house when I'm not hunting or fishing or spending time with my dog, or working on the truck, which is going to get some new updates here soon. I decided I'm not moving back up to Montana, obviously, since I bought the house. So the truck is going to get some different modifications than I had originally planned. We're talking about still doing a tonneau cover because I have one on my last truck and I hate not having it. Sorry, I thought I heard a deer. Probably still do some side steps because it's not too tall for me to get into it, but my dad comes down pretty often to visit and help with the house and that kind of stuff, and he can barely get into it. So probably do some amp steps because I really hate the look of side steps. I've never liked the look of them. I understand the concept of rock sliders, but I don't know, the look of side steps just don't look good to me. So probably do some amp steps. I might actually switch out the wheel and tire combo because I was building it for an overland vehicle at first. And since I'm not gonna do a bunch of overlanding because I don't really have the time, I'm thinking about going more like, kind of like a show truck build. Not really show truck though, because I still gotta drive it every day. And I live 1.5 miles off the main road down a dirt driveway. So this is one day of driving. I had it cleaned yesterday. I cleaned it yesterday. If anybody has any suggestions on the house, they'd be greatly appreciated. I got a list together and it's looking to be about 35, so probably estimate about $45,000 to finish the house. It probably won't be finished this year. Well, it definitely won't be finished this year. It probably won't be finished by like summer of next year. I'm shooting for like August of next year, which is my birthday month, to have the house finished. And that's just the house, not the decks or the shop I want to build or any of that stuff. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. Please subscribe. I'm on that road to 1,000 subscribers, and just share it with your friends. I think it's going to be a good build. PMOutdoors is the new channel. You can follow me on Instagram at PMOutdoors_. You can get sneak peeks there. You can see a little bit into my personal life there. See more of Nash on the Instagram page, but you'll get sneak peeks of the house. You'll see stuff that's I probably won't post videos about. And I am thinking about starting a Patreon. So that'll all be under the same name, PMOutdoors or PMOutdoors_. I'll leave it down in the description below when I figured that out. But thanks again for watching. Please subscribe and y'all have a great day.